Good morning. I'm Pastor Elwood Harris of Kingdom Restoration Ministries, Baltimore, Maryland, Washington, D.C., located at 23 Cinnamon Circle, Apartment 2C, Randallstown, Maryland, 21133. And I'm coming with you with our daily meditation. This is our first Monday in 2015. And I pray that this year so far in the first 5 days have been blessed, that there's been a renewing of the spirit, a renewing of the mind, as the word says in Romans 12:1 and 2. And in changing our mindset, I know that all of us went through a real tumultuous year last year, 2014. And for some, trying to change their mindset means conquering fear, conquering an unwillingness to do because of having to face opposition. I was talking with a close friend in ministry this past weekend, and one of the things that we discussed that I came to a revelation in, because the ministry words that I leave with you, also I preach to myself. So so this should benefit everyone, and it comes from the Father of lights above, from God above. One of the things I was sharing with this wise man of God, because he sent me a text on Friday from his job, how he talked about how someone out of the clear blue sky who had called him from the outside to make arrangements to deliver some goods to his company. He mentioned how that person was waiting on certain things to happen, and they weren't happening because um, the people that they were depending on to deliver, so they could deliver their end of the bargain for the company, they weren't making restitution. So in the middle of the conversation, the client just stopped and said, "You know what? I'm not going to um, worry about it anymore. I'm just going to believe God." And basically, she was telling my close friend on the phone, "I'm not going to have fear anymore. I'm just going to walk. I'm going to do what needs to be done and let God handle the rest." She was really showing victory over fear right there on the phone. And before my friend knew it, the client was praying for him on the phone, totally out of the clear blue sky, and he was really comforted by the prayer, because in that prayer, the client spoke things. God had that client speak some things that he had been troubled and had questions about for a while. So his fear was so, but that person had to be obedient to the Spirit of God and overcome fear to do the assignment that was assigned to that person and minister to my friend. And that's where I came to. And I said to him, I have to overcome fear. We all do, because God has a call for all of us, and He has an assignment for all of us to spread the gospel. So therefore, we have to not concern ourselves with the enemy and his tactics, because no weapon formed against us shall prosper. And that's true. But that doesn't mean that we're not going to have opposition. We have to run to the opposition and run through it. My 13-year-old son plays rec league football. He'll be in high school next year. And one of the things that one of his former coaches told him about 2 years ago, when he started playing with the older kids, was, "Don't run around the ball carrier. I want you to run through the ball carrier." And what he was saying is that they're always going to, the kids are getting faster. You're getting bigger, people are getting faster, and they're going to block you. They're going to block your path. And sometimes you're just going to have to run right through people. And that's what God is saying. He hasn't given us a spirit of fear. We have the power to withstand and destroy the enemy, and it's in our mouths. And He's given us that power. So we have to know that. So we have victory over fear. We have victory over all. We have dominion over all things in Jesus Christ. So with that, here's our prayer of the day as we declare victory over fear. Father, when I am afraid, I will put my confidence in you. Yes, I will trust your promises. And since I trust you, what can mere man do to me? You have not given me a spirit of timidity,